Hello and welcome to all. In the same sequence in which we have discussed the background sources, today let us see and discuss another important example of the background source, which is Encyclopedia Americana. Dear students, this is again very important, encyclopedia and very important collection in any reference library or any reference section. In our previous lecture, we were discussing the background sources, which are basically mostly having the encyclopedia as examples. Let us today see something about the Encyclopedia Americana, and then we will try to evaluate the source, on the basis of the parameters that we have already discussed. That there are 6 parameters on the basis of which each and every source has to be evaluated. So let us see the source. First, the source is currently available in 30 volumes and multi-volume publication in Encyclopedia Britannica, that was in 32 volumes, and this encyclopedia is in 30 volumes, which is currently available in different libraries. Earlier it was published by Groliers Incorporation, but now from 2000 onwards it has been now procured by the Scholastic Incorporation, which is again very renowned publisher in the field of academic publications. It is available currently online, as an American online Encyclopedia Americana online. It is again an example of the general encyclopedia. Before going to evaluate the this source, we will try to have the overview of the source. First, you have to remember that this is a general encyclopedia, and the articles that are available there, they are of multiple areas of knowledge. It is not restricted to any subject field. You can get the research or literature available on different aspects of the universe of knowledge. It was released, even some documents are mentioning that 1820 is the starting of the work of the Encyclopedia Americana has been there, but actually from September 1829 it was started, and it was completed in 1833. First, it was published in 13 volumes by Francis Lieber. The first edition which was appeared, it was in 1903 and 1904. With the help of the comprehensiveness of the source, you can be getting some inferences that there are about 6,500 contributors who are regularly contributing different articles to this particular source. Around we are finding that there are 45,000 articles which are available in the source, which includes also the 9,000 bibliographies, 4,500 images, then 1,50,000 cross references, and we have more than 1,000 tables. Along with that, we have 1,200 maps which are available in the source. So it gives the kind of the source and its comprehensiveness of its coverage of multiple areas, which includes from science and technology, arts, humanities. It is most used source for the ready reference works. Dear students, we all know that there are two broader categories of reference sources, which are ready reference and then long range reference services. In case of the ready reference, the short answer questions which are simply being fulfilled by the libraries by either referring the students or users to the sources or giving the consultation of some of the important documents available in the reference collection. While as the long range reference service, there it is very important to have some searching of the literature, then a proper research is being involved in order to answer those or provide the services in the long range reference category. it is a ready reference source. It it is one of the limitations of the source, and it has been discussed widely when we talk of the Americana, Encyclopedia Americana, that it is having 3 lakh words article on the US, mostly the history and geography of America and Canada. It covers broadly areas which are related to American and Canadian geography history. Its online version is available since 1997, and you can get it from the internet, but it is subscribed one. You have to remember that. Let us try to find the evaluation of the source based on the different parameters which we have discussed, that authority, scope, treatment, arrangement, format, and special features. The earlier publisher Grolier and the current publisher, that is Scholastic, if you can Google it, you will find that both these publishers are renowned names in the academic publications. They are very famous publishers, and they produce very good research based publications in the form of these encyclopedias, in the form of the dictionaries, in the form of the normal textbooks. So authority by the name of the publisher is very reputed, and it is highly reliable. It is currently available in 172th year in print. When it was in the under the publication of the Grolier, at that time the Grolier publications got an award for this particular source. That award is named as AdPress Distinguished Achievement Award. It was in that context, because of the comprehensiveness and utility and usefulness of the source, that they got this particular award. Then the scope of the source is, it includes the subject. It is multi-subject kind of document, which includes art, sciences, literature, politics, biography. Some of the historical accounts of different nations are also available in the source. The content as such is international in scope, but we will later on see the bend of the source is towards the American literature, mostly the geography and history. Then dear students, the treatment of the source is that it is highly organized source and comprehensive document supposed to be available in reference collection. It is stronger in the subjects which are definitely of the American interest, like their history, geography, biography, but it is weak in case of the music and fine arts, including the architecture. It is again strong in biography and scientific and technical subjects of different subjects. It covers the topics from multiple areas of knowledge, which makes it much more useful source so far as its coverage is concerned. Dear students, the arrangement of the document is that it is alphabetically arranged. It is like a dictionary. The different kinds of these volumes have been arranged on the basis of the alphabets, just like we see in case of the Encyclopedia Britannica. I will show you an image of that, where you will see the source is being organized in on the basis of the alphabetical nature of these characters. Then format, as you will see that in the image there, the Encyclopedia Britannica is being visualized there. All these different kinds of these volumes are arranged alphabetically. Hardbound, just like Encyclopedia Britannica, it is again good quality paper, ink, and the overall physical attributes of the document. Online version is also available currently. You can get it from the Encyclopedia Incorporation. One of the most important thing about the source is that it is much more user friendly as compared to the Encyclopedia Britannica. Now when we are talking of the special features, this book is very user friendly. This is the most important thing about the source. And then the students are making this resource easily. They find the information through the index. They are getting different kinds of these things available readily from this source. This source is supposed to be very useful for the teachers as well as the research scholars for getting the historical accounts of different topics, because it covers widely the background information of different kinds of these topics in multiple areas of knowledge. uh, I just wanted to show you the slide so that you can be in a position to search this digital library, Hathi Trust, which is an initiative of the Google Books and the Internet Archive, where they have, digitized a large volume of literature all over the world in multiple subjects. And one of the earlier editions of this Encyclopedia Americana is currently available. I have searched the document by myself, whereby different kinds of these volumes you will get in from this particular website, Hathi Trust, and you can search the Encyclopedia Americana. You will be getting different volumes in the PDF form. So I suppose that all of you will visit the website so that you can get an idea of the actual source and its the different characteristics which we have discussed in different criteria of evaluation by your own. This is all, dear students, regarding the source. With this, we have been in a position to complete the background sources, although there are so many other different kinds of these encyclopedias which are important for discussion. But because of the usefulness and the representative examples which are being mentioned in your syllabus, that only two sources have to be discussed. So Encyclopedia Britannica and Encyclopedia Americana we have discussed in the background sources of information. Dear students, I hope that you people are enjoying these lectures through this particular platform, and I would like to suggest to you that do go through, watch these videos along with the content that we are providing you through Google Classroom as well as through your email IDs. Thank you for watching this video, and be connected so that you can be in touch with the new videos and lectures which will be provided with this platform. Thank you once again to all.